Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about probably my favorite topic when it comes to an Apple Watch, which is Apple Watch bands. So, I have some from my collection over here. We have the Sport Band, we got 2 of my Sport Bands, 4 Nike Sport Bands, and 1 Nike Sport Loop. So, these are just a few of the bands that Apple offers to customize your Apple Watch. So they offer the Solo Loop, the braided Solo Loop, the Sport Band, the Nike Sport Band, the Nike Sport Loop, and the regular Sport Loop, as well as the Leather Link, and Modern Buckle, and the Hermes band, leather bands, Milanese Loop bands, and the Link Bracelet. So we're going to specifically be talking about the best ones to work out in. So honestly, we're going to be talking about mainly the Solo Loop, braided Solo Loop, Sport Band, Sport Loop, Nike Sport Loop, and Nike Sport Band, because if you consider working out in any of the fancier bands like the Leather Loop, the Milanese Loop, a Hermes band, you are just crazy to begin with. So, okay, yeah, I don't know why you would consider doing that, because that's just insane to be working out with something leather on your wrist. So, to start off, we're going to be talking about the worst one you can work out in, which is the braided Solo Loop slash the Sport Loop. So I have one here, and if we put it on my Series 6 that's on my wrist right now, I'm going to take off my current band and put this on. So it goes on like any band. You just slide on the top, slide on the bottom, yada yada yada. You open it, and then you slide it on your wrist. So now this has the same idea as the braided Solo Loop, except it's not adjustable like this one is. It just slides on your wrist, and you need to size it using Apple's fancy sizing guides, which is okay, fine. But to work out in this is to go swimming and then just not dry off your wrist. It gets soaked, and it gets soaked so bad that it becomes gross, in my opinion, because I've worked out with this multiple times and it just gets so bad and just so gross. I've seen it, because you have to basically throw this in the wash after a workout, and if this is your only band, you can't really do that, because, well, it's your only band and you don't want to go without your Apple Watch, do you? And then you'll probably have to go band hunting for it later. So, just all around, we're just gonna throw that over there. No, don't even bother with it. So then probably the either second best or second worst of the whole list is the Solo Loop and Sport Band. So I know these are both Sport Bands, as I personally don't have a Solo Loop, but same idea as the regular Sport Band, the Solo Loop. Okay, so we have the Surf Blue Sport Band and the All Black Sport Band. 2 simple bands. So these are okay to work out in from personal experience. Now this is all from my personal experience, of course, but this traps sweat and this traps sweat. And yeah, it's just, if you don't want to take your watch off after a workout and have to run it under the sink, or just dry it off on your pants or something, or a paper towel or whatever it may be, honestly, the Sport Band isn't the way to go either, or the Solo Loop even, because the Solo Loop, you have to physically take off your whole watch and everything, because it's one piece and it doesn't really slide on. It does slide on and off, but it doesn't just have the fancy open take off and carry on with your day. It doesn't have that. So this isn't worth it. Now, if you want to get a nicer band for cheap from Apple for the $50, that's Sport Band all the way, I do have to say, because I will, when I get all dressed up, I will wear the black Sport Band when I know I'm not going to be sweating, and just put it on my watch, and it looks great, I gotta say. Now, probably the best band to work out in, and just, and my favorite, and just honestly the all-around perfect combination, is the Nike Sport Band. So that's here. Oh, this one's falling over. So we have the Obsidian Mist, all black, white and black, and the Lime Blast / black one. So these bands are honestly the best, because the holes in the band allow for your wrist to breathe, so you don't have to worry about your wrist becoming all sweaty or gross after a workout, because it'll be venting as you're working out, meaning there will be ventilation, and your wrist isn't trapped in there with all the sweat as it is with the other bands, because the Sport Band doesn't really have ventilation along with the Solo Loop. And the braided Solo Loop, you just have to throw those in the wash after a workout, because they just get so gross, and any Sport Loops, because they just get so gross and grimy after, so you just have no choice but to throw them in the wash, unfortunately. And I was gonna say, I'm a big fan of these. I have actually the most Nike Sport bands though in my collection. I have 4 in total. But now also I get the Nike Apple Watch every year because it is a limited, or not a limited edition, but the bands are released year after year and they get replaced except for the black and white one, which are the only 2 you can actually buy now, and the Obsidian Mist one because this came with my Series 6, but you can't get this Lime Blast one or the Surf Blue one as those are discontinued with season after season. So Apple does do that, they discontinue it season after season. So unfortunately, if there is a band you like, you do have to go for it. Now, they haven't had a spring drop yet, which I find very odd because it's unlike Apple to miss like a drop of watch bands and iPhone cases because they always do them year after year, and they're always so great because I love looking forward to the new colors and everything they come out with because like this one, these 2 last year were actually their spring drop of 2020. And I love the bands. I wear them on a daily basis. I mean, I obviously don't wear all of them on the daily basis because to wear all 6 of these on a daily basis, I don't have 6 Apple Watches. I only have 1. Or, well, actually I have 2, but I only have 1 that they fit. But, yeah, Apple's done great with the Nike Sport Band. I mean, I do want to see, like, a solo loop Nike style, because I feel like that would be the best band, because you wouldn't have the clasp or, like, the closing piece in it, essentially. So you would just have basically a bunch of holes around your wrist, like this one is. So it would be great, but we'll have to wait and see from what we see from Apple in the future, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.